So in the name of CAA, that is the Citizenship Amendment Act, VIP hate speeches have spiked. That's the information that we have got since the bill was passed. An updated assessment is that 36 instances of hate speech have taken place. This is for a period between the 11th of December 2019 till the 27th of January 2020. During this period, the updated figure is of 36 instances of hate speech that have happened. Let's quickly take you through some of the more recent ones, where you've got Amit Shah, who says press EVM button with such anger that current is felt in Shaheen Bagh. That's the VIP hate speech after CAA Hall of Shame on your screen right now. Ravi Shankar Prasad says Shaheen Bagh, a platform for those breaking India, a handful suppressing a majority at Shaheen Bagh. Anurag Thakur exhorting the crowd to say Desh ke gaddaron ko, and then of course you know what has happened. Parvesh Verma, who's the son of the late Delhi Chief Minister Sahib Singh Verma, he says Shaheen Bagh protesters are going to enter your house, they're going to rape your daughters. Absolutely loaded comment that has been made by Parvesh Verma, and that was today. Now let's tell you, amid all of this, where is the Election Commission? What can they really do in a situation like this? Well, under Article 324, the Election Commission can censure, issue a warning, among other things. They can get an FIR registered. They can also bar candidates from campaigning. So in the case of Anurag Thakur, what all did they do? The Election Commission says, you must explain your position. We will decide after that. This is the Election Commission's notice to Anurag Thakur. Your comments can potentially disturb communal harmony, can aggravate existing differences between social religious communities. You have violated the Model Code of Conduct. So that's the Election Commission. You also made other objectionable statements. But beyond this, what exactly will the Election Commission do? For that, we have to dig the pages of history. So here is what the Election Commission has done in the past. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath was barred from campaigning for 72 hours for a case of hate speech in the 2019 campaign, because the Election Commission felt that he made comments along religious lines. Another leader, Mayawati, was barred from campaigning for 48 hours. Maneka Gandhi was barred from campaigning for 48 hours. Congress's complaint against Modi and Amit Shah were dismissed in 2019. So that's all that the Election Commission has done as far as dealing with cases of religiously sensitive and hate speeches by netas in 2019. Now, again, since we're talking about history, let's really rewind time and see what the Session years were. What would TN Session have done? He's the best known Chief Election Commissioner. He was feared by politicians and officials alike. He was a Chief Election Commissioner like no other. Implemented the Model Code of Conduct like never before, eliminated use of religion in election speeches, banned appealing to voters on caste or communal lines. Now, if only all of these things were implemented strongly right now, and that opening line that I said, where he was known as the Election Commissioner, respected and feared by politicians and officials alike, things would have been very, very different. But is the Election Commission doing its job well, the nodal agency in a matter like this? Let me introduce my guests this evening. Dinesh Upadhyay is a leader of the BJP. Saurabh Bharadwaj, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party and MLA from Greater Kailash. T.S. Krishnamurthy, former Chief Election Commissioner. Thank you very much, all of you all, for joining us. Mr. Krishnamurthy, let me begin with you. Good evening, sir. The Session years are remembered in the Election Commission's history as a very proud moment, a vibrant moment for Indian democracy, where he was respected and feared at the same time. For this agency was able to, with an iron fist, implement all the rules that it can. I want to ask you a simple question. In your assessment, do you think that the Election Commission is doing a fair job in handling these hate speeches?
Well, Mr. Sanket Upadhyay, well, I thank you for complimenting Mr. Session's formative years in the Election Commission. But it is unfair to think that other election commissioners or chief election commissioners have not done their jobs. It is true that he did make a impact on the political parties, and the political parties behaved equally well. But I must say, in the last few years, the political parties seem to have utter disregard for rule of law. They seem to have utter disregard for the model code of conduct. You cannot blame the Election Commission entirely. The elections have become a nightmare in this country now because our political parties are the weakest link in our democracy. They do not seem to respect the rule of law. Well, if you think that it is only one political party who is behaving like this, no. Most of the political parties seem to be absolutely indifferent to the requirements of law and regulations. And if you think that only in session's time the Election Commission has having an impact and not now, it is true that there are more problems now than they were at that time. That is one side. The other thing is, as far as hate speeches are concerned, there are provisions under the Indian Penal Code, there are provisions in the Model Code of Conduct. Certainly, the Election Commission will call for a report and certainly inquire into the authenticity of the information and take action, because these decisions of the Election Commission are justiciable in a court of law. The second point I want to mention is hate speeches are such that, I mean, they are able to get away with some interpretation of the words, some of them. Thirdly, the Election Commission has at best can only warn or impose certain restrictions on the campaigning part of it. Do they have the power to disqualify a candidate? Do they have a power to impose a monetary penalty on the candidate or the political party? Certainly not. All the political parties are interested in a status quo. They are not interested in any changes. And umpteen number of times the Election Commission and other bodies have suggested reforms in this regard. But it is very unfortunate that the political parties, all of them,
before I go across to
do
the
not give any
political
importance
panelists,
for electoral reforms.
What do you propose more powers?
Yeah.
For the Election Commission
would
as
say
the
at
only
least
fair way?
disqualification. A portion of the Model Code of Conduct may be legislated to the effect that the Election Commission can disqualify a person or impose a monetary penalty.
Okay. Okay. Saurabh Bharadwaj as well as Mr. Dinesh Upadhyay. Mr. Upadhyay, I'm going to come to you first, because it's your leaders of your political party who are in the dock as of this moment for the maximum number of hate speeches and more recently against one area in Delhi. I mean, how can Shaheen Bagh be demonized or one area in Delhi be demonized for poll benefit? So much so that you are willing to call all the people there rapists, traitors, and say that they are not, it's not a region, it is a way of thought.
मेरा इसमें
जी दिनेश जी
बोलूं मैं?
जी बोलिए।
हाँ, मेरा इसमें एक कहना है कि किसी भी विषय को एक एंगल से देख करके अगर चलेंगे तो उसमें उसके साथ इंसाफ होने के चांस कम होते हैं। आज इस तरह की बातें अगर देश के अंदर हो रही हैं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के परवेश जी का विषय, अनुराग ठाकुर जी का विषय, इन्होंने ये बातें जो टीवी के अंदर दिखाई जा रही हैं, लेकिन आज इन सब बातों के कहने का क्या इस तरह की नौबत आई है, इसके विषय में चिंतन होना चाहिए। आज शाहीन बाग के अंदर इतने लंबे समय से वहाँ पे जाम चल रहा है, काफ़ी लोग वहाँ बीमार परेशान हैं, ये देश का विषय था और इलेक्शन कमिश्नर ने उन दोनों को नोटिस भेजा है। इलेक्शन कमिश्नर ने अपना दायित्व का निर्वहन किया है, लेकिन फिर भी मैं ये बात कहना चाहूँगा, मर्यादा और सीमाओं को लांघ करके कोई कार्य नहीं होना चाहिए।
नहीं तो आप ये मानते हैं ये हिदायत तो आप अपने ही पार्टी के लोगों को दे रहे हैं एक तरीके से, क्योंकि रेपिस्ट बोल देना
अपनी पार्टी
और देशद्रोही बोल देना, ये सब बयान जो है वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं की तरफ से आ रहे हैं, आला नेताओं से,
बीजेपी के अलावा भारत के अंदर रहने वाले कई तरह के लोगों के कई तरह के बयानात हैं, कई तरह के कई बयानात हैं जिनमें देश को तोड़ने के बयान भी आए हैं
कि उसने ये कहा था, इसने ये कहा था। आई वांट टू नो दैट एज अ मैटर ऑफ पॉलिसी, व्हाई इज द बीजेपी यूजिंग हेट अगेंस्ट not a community but an entire area in Delhi? An area has been demonized by a political party. Why?
तो एक ये क्वेश्चन को लेकर के क्या है कि कम्युनिटी को लेकर के ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। सारे भारत के नागरिक हैं और भारत का रहने वाला प्रत्येक व्यक्ति महत्वपूर्ण है और कहीं न कहीं इलेक्शन को लेकर के भी ये जो चुनाव हो रहे हैं दिल्ली के, इसको भी कहीं न कहीं प्रभावित करने का विषय है, उसको भी संज्ञान में लेना चाहिए।
No, I'm just saying, Mr. Dinesh Upadhyay, I would be very kind to tell you that you represent some sort of a moderate faction within your own political party right now. Saurabh Bharadwaj, the sort of congeniality, the sort of respect being given towards election process, electioneering, towards communities that Mr. Dinesh Upadhyay represents at this moment, if this were to happen in the Delhi election campaign, then we wouldn't have been debating this. I want to know from you, what is your assessment of why this is being done? A performance versus polarization sort of a discourse.
I think there is a set script by the campaign managers of BJP, and whatever is being said by each of their member of parliament or the BJP leader is a part of the script. They are just playing their part, and believe me, even if election commission gives them a notice, that is also a part of a script, and they replying to the notice, election commission barring them for one day and again creating a headline for them and again polarizing the society. This is all part of a script. So I think BJP has bankruptcy of ideas and creativity in Delhi. They have nothing to show to the people of Delhi. So the only thing, because I work on ground, I am into my election campaigning mode. I am talking to so many people. The only thing which BJP leaders are talking to people in their closed meetings, open meetings, drawing room meetings, door-to-door campaign is only NRC, CA and polarization. They are just creating a fear among the majority that minority will harm them, kill them, destroy them, and I think this is really very stupid. People of Delhi have rejected all these things earlier also, and believe me, nobody wants to talk about it on the ground. I sincerely believe that usually BJP has a core voter base of around 25% in Delhi, which usually votes for Delhi, for BJP only. Whatever may happen, they will vote for BJP. But I am sorry to say, and I think it is a very happy thing for us and a sorry thing for BJP. Not even 25% are basically relating themselves to this idea of BJP and this campaign of BJP. I think 1 out of 10 has this thing in their heart.
Saurabh, this may qualify as your assessment, but are you trying to doubt the wisdom of a political party by saying that they cannot see this? If on the ground it is having no impact, then you are saying that the BJP is still not being able to realize this and pushing this agenda? So that they'll risk their own voter base.
The only impact it has had on the ground is, the only impact it has had on its own voter base is that they may be able to keep their small voter base intact, because that voter base has something to say. Otherwise they were clueless. They were sitting just outside the race, out of the race of the Delhi's elections.
No, I'll tell you what the allegation is against the Aam Aadmi Party.
To create aggression.
The point over here is that there are what you can say is a fight of a narrative right now. You have an Aam Aadmi Party which refuses to take a strong position on an issue like Shaheen Bagh. Shaheen Bagh was appearing to be somewhat of an embarrassment for the Bharatiya Janata Party, and they have a long history of converting their embarrassments into their opportunities. We have seen that in the past also. From Rafael Chaukidar Chor hai to Main bhi Chaukidar, right? But the Aam Aadmi Party is conspicuous by its absence. No senior leader in Shaheen Bagh, not a word of sympathy. Why is that so? And secondly, your leader is also spotted with Sharjeel Imam, a video doing the rounds. How would you like to respond to that? Amanatullah Khan.
There are two things. I saw that video and I think there was an altercation. There was a jhagda which was happening between that leader and Amanatullah Khan. They were not on the same ground. Instead, they had different views about things and they were opposing each other. One. Second thing is, people are sitting at Shaheen Bagh and they have a list of demands from the central government. They are not demanding anything from Delhi government. So whatever discussion or negotiation has to happen between the central government and those protesters.
Okay.
Secondly, If they are creating law and order problem, they are jamming traffic, then also it lies clearly and squarely under Delhi police, which is squarely under Mr. Amit Shah, the central government. We are nobody there. If they want a permission from the Chief Minister, Mr. Amit Shah wants a permission that you can negotiate with them or you can work out the situation. You can take it as a law and order situation that then our Chief Minister has given them permission.
Okay,
yes,
now I'm going to ask a more fundamental question. As far as handling hate is concerned in election, as Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy said, that there is a complete disregard for the electioneering process, for the election commission. Mr. Krishnamurthy, you know, that point, and you're saying it's not just limited to a political party, but all political parties or most political parties who don't seem to accord
most of the
not
all, most of the political parties.
Most of the political parties, they don't accord the respect to the election process and to that nodal agency. What in your view is the solution to this? Clearly, you cannot have election after election
well, I have
with acerbic campaigning.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons why you find too many elections create too much of a nightmare in this country. So the first thing I would suggest is give some powers to the Election Commission to disqualify a candidate or the power to impose penalties for certain irregularities and violations of Model Code of Conduct. I don't want the entire Model Code to be legislated, but certain provisions need to be provided in law so that the Election Commission is able to take quick decision and quick action. Now, at the moment, what it can do is to file an FIR, or at best it can prevent a person from campaigning, or probably impose some kind of a restriction on the party. So, unfortunately, we don't have a separate law for political parties. We have only bits and pieces of decisions and various judicial decisions on the basis of which we act. So, there is an absolute need for a separate law on regulating the political party.
Let me ask this
provide the.
Sure, sir. You were saying, sorry.
Yeah. Our point is that Election Commission should have some power to disqualify, which can be, of course, judicially challenged later on. But they must be able to take a decision to ensure
Mr.
that the process of election is in accordance with them.
Yeah, Mr. Dinesh Upadhyay, would you agree? Would you think that this is the need of the hour going forward? We cannot have election after election fought with such acerbic campaigns.
मैं आपको एक बात कहना चाहता हूं आपके चैनल के माध्यम से।
बताइए।
राजनीति सभी दलों को करनी चाहिए, करते हैं, हम लोग भी करते हैं, सभी करते हैं, लेकिन देश के मूल्यों को दांव पे लगा करके राजनीति करना अच्छी बात नहीं है। शाहीन बाग का जो मामला है वो अच्छा नहीं है और लंबे समय से चल रहा है। शुरू में जब ये हुआ उस दौरान भी देश के कुछ पॉलिटिशियन ने वहाँ जाकर के उनको भड़काने का भी कार्य किया है और वहाँ पे जिस तरह से उनका सारा जो मैनेजिंग चल रहा है वो गलत है। इस विषय के ऊपर नहीं होना चाहिए। मैं किसी एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का नाम लूंगा, अभी इलेक्शन का माहौल है वो अच्छा नहीं है। अब जो लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं वो भी समझ रहे हैं, मैं भी समझता हूं।
सरकार से होती है कि आप संवाद करें, संवाद कहाँ है? केंद्र सरकार से संवाद कहाँ है? Where is the dialogue?
देश के
I don't see any dialogue.
हम लोगों ने प्रयास किया है, उनको बुला करके भी, आपने टीवी में भी देखा होगा, अखबार में भी पढ़ा होगा कि उनसे बातचीत की थी, गवर्नर साहब ने बातचीत की थी कि इसको यहाँ से समाप्त कर देना चाहिए और वहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम है। उसके बावजूद भी इस तरह की बातें हुई हैं कि वो उसको समाप्त करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है और कुछ लोग देश के प्रभावी लोग हैं उनको उकसाने का कार्य भी कर रहे हैं। इसके ऊपर राजनीति नहीं होनी चाहिए। मेरा ये कहना है।
I'm running out of time. Dinesh Upadhyay, Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy, as well as Saurabh Bharadwaj, thank you so much for joining us. All I can say is that I did not get an answer from the BJP on what solutions can be put in place so that election campaigning does not become so vitriolic, so acerbic, and the Election Commission is accorded the fear and respect that it deserves in a nation as big as ours. Thank you so much, all of you all, for joining us.